death of 27-year-old Ajith Kumar in Tamil Nadu's Sivaganga. Now we are getting the news of a video showing Tamil Nadu's police brutality. The CCTV footage, which is said to be around 6 months old, purportedly shows a man being assaulted inside a police station. The accused, who has been identified as Ramesh, who was an auto rickshaw driver, was detained on the 14th of January 2025 for allegedly causing public nuisance while being drunk. Now, the video shows police officials brutally beating up Ramesh inside the station premises, and the footage has now come to light after the lawyer has now accessed it through the Right of Information Act for a different case and chose to release it at a point when custodial death has been reported. Now, we are joined by Sivaganga MP Karti Chidambaram himself. Thank you very much, Mr. Chidambaram, for taking out your time and speaking to us. We are looking at how the opposition in Tamil Nadu together are staging protests and have been demanding justice for the custodial death victim Ajith Kumar. The Madras High Court has also observed that even a murderer won't brutally attack an individual like this. What is your point of view?
See, the first thing is that this is a highly condemnable, brutal tragedy. This should not have happened. And I'm really, really disappointed and sad that this has happened in my constituency and Ajith Kumar has been brutally murdered. And accountability has to be fixed. This is not, there's no point in, pointing fingers at political leadership at this stage, because custodial death has been happening in regularity in Tamil Nadu across governments. This seems to be a larger issue. But in this instance, the government has acted swiftly. They've handed over the investigation to the CBI. They have ordered a judicial probe. The court has also taken cognizance of the issue. The concerned police personnel have been arrested. The SP has been sent on compulsory wait. So there has been swift administrative action. But what I really want is a complete retraining of the entire police force, because this is not the first instance. This has happened before in the ADMK government when Jayaraj and Benix were brutally murdered in custody in Tirunelveli. Then there was another incident of Vignesh. I'm not able to recollect all the instances, but many instances have happened across governments. So this is a far larger problem than to pin blame on a particular political executive. This is a systemic problem. This is a systemic problem of the police in general, and particularly and definitely the police in Tamil Nadu, because of the number of custodial deaths which are happening. What I want is a complete review of policing method, because this is not professional policing. This is brutality, and the review of the methods in which the police operate, and sensitivity training, and a wholesale kind of review. And then, if you find some bad elements within the police who have been indulging in this kind of behavior regularly, you must dismiss them. So this requires a much more serious reform than merely asking for the political accountability in one instance.
Yes, because you had called it crude brutality in your post. But Mr. Chidambaram, then the High Court is of the opinion that the arrest of the police personnel is just an eyewash and that the government's action is not enough, it is not sufficient. Now the High Court counsels from the other side have also alleged potential cover-up involving members of the ruling dispensation. What is your take?
There is no, at this moment, we cannot say whether there was anybody from the from the executive side of the political leadership who were involved in this. Only an investigation can say that. The government has handed over the investigation to the CBI. Let it come there. I don't think I'm not agreeing with what you're saying. I don't think there has been any instance of a political interference in this. There has been a complaint was filed. Based on a complaint, a couple of people were picked up, and the method of interrogation was very brutal, and one of the persons they picked up has died. So we have to find out what caused this. So suddenly to impute political motives, this is not correct. And there has been no evidence so far to suggest that there has been any political interference. In fact, to the contrary, the government of the day has acted very swiftly in this instance. The Chief Minister himself has spoken to the victim's mother. The victims, there has been some compensation given. I'm not saying this compensation will make everything right, but the government has been sensitive and very swift to. So it's very unfortunate to sort of to impute political motives to this. This is a systemic failure in the way in which our police departments function. That is where I see things.
But there has been a video there, because we've been showing that to our viewers as well, that has now emerged from the Devdanapati in Theni district, from a police station, showing how police have been brutally thrashing an accused inside the station, and it is purportedly said to be from the 14th of January 2025 this year. Now, this is coming right after the horrific Ajith Kumar case from Sivaganga, also pointing out to a disturbing pattern, Mr. Chidambaram, of custodial violence being reported in Tamil Nadu.
This is what I've been saying, that this is a larger problem. This is a problem of the culture within the police department. This is how the police department behaves. And so you need to have a wholesale review, and you must, throw out the rotten apples within the department. And you must have a complete sensitivity and a retraining of the entire force. This is what I'm asking for. I mean, this is not saying that this only has happened now, or this has not happened in the past, or it is happening only in this government. That is wrong. This has been happening over the years in many, many instances across Tamil Nadu. And somebody has been giving me saying that there have been, in the recent past, there have been 25 custodial deaths, and across governments. This is not happening only in this government. So this is a systemic problem, and we must address the systemic problem with a wholesale review and retraining.
But although, Mr. Chidambaram, the investigation into the alleged custodial death is being transferred now to the CBI, what concrete solutions that you propose to end this pattern of police brutality once and for all?
See, as I said, there can be, whether an independent committee can look into all the custodial deaths. Yes, that is a suggestion which one can ponder. But more importantly, I am urging the government and the head of the police force to conduct a complete review of policing methods and to start retraining of all police personnel at every level, sensitizing them, telling them that they must act only within the parameters of law, and all these extrajudicial killings and all these arbitrary manners of investigation, brutal manners of investigation must stop, and the police force must behave in a completely professional manner.
All right. Mr. Chidambaram, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Especially, this is a concern that is now being raised. But we also talk about the points there, as Theni, my colleague, is also connected with us right now. The points that have been raised, especially by the court, and of course, when it comes to the swift action, as Mr. Chidambaram believes, has been taken up by the state government.
Well, the state government has been all this while saying that they've taken swift action in this case. Sivaganga SP Ashish Rawat was placed under compulsory wait list, and 5 police personnel from the Tirubonam police station, they got arrested in this case so far. But the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, while hearing this case a couple of days back, the court expressed dissatisfaction with the action taken. The court told that the action taken just looks like an eyewash, and that this is not sufficient. And only after immense political and judicial pressure, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin transferred this case to the CBI. Right now, the CBI is taking over the investigation of this particular case. And of course, yesterday, Tamilaka Vetrikalagam's chief Vijay also visited the family of the victim. And interestingly, yes, Vijay becomes the first prominent political leader from Tamil Nadu to visit the family in person, because earlier, Chief Minister.
So with regards to the custodial death, there has been police brutality caught on camera. However, there seems to be a cop who seems to be threatening the protesting families, asking them to behave or to face the consequences. As far as this particular video, that seems to have also garnered a lot of outrage. For the moment, thank you very much, Theni, for joining in. We head into a short break right now. The morning news are coming up on the